Hi guys. So I use this deck right here when I'm asking Spirit to give me a message. Like, what is it you want me to tell the collective? And here's what came out. The white rabbit, the fish hook, and the knight. So the white rabbit is about, it even says spiritual awakening on the card. This is about doing your research, the inner knowing, dark to light. It says, it's like you go down the rabbit hole of spiritual awakening and healing and trying to get yourself together. But this fish hook, this is the breadcrumbing card. Okay, this is about feeling powerless. It says con game. It's feeling vulnerable. You're in a trap. And the knight. Being heroic, fighting spirit, persevering, not giving up. So the energy I'm getting from these three cards is that you're in a situation with someone, you're in a relationship right now where you feel trapped, like you feel like you can't leave. You feel like you're stuck where you're at and you're never going to get out. And it's full of empty promises, and it's full of I love yous one day and, you know, treating you horribly the next. And Spirit saying, like, it's time. And if your higher self is knocking at the door, it's time to listen. So let's do a collective reading. You guys know the deal. Don't force it. Email me if you want to book a personal. But this feels like a situation where you may even feel like your person may be talking to other people. There may be some infidelity here, or you at least suspect it, like your intuition's telling you something's weird. They're doing weird stuff with their phone. They're telling stupid lies they don't need to tell. Fear. This is the kicker right here, right? Because when you love someone so much and you feel trapped, and there's another part of you that's saying, you know, we need to find ourselves again because we've gotten lost in this relationship. It's that fear of the unknown. You know, it's like, am I going to be alone for the rest of my life? Is no one ever going to love me again? If I leave this person, what if they change? That fear. Sometimes you don't want to be alone. Sometimes you feel like you're not going to make it without this person. And I feel fear may be holding some of you back here. No matter what this person does to you, as much as they hurt you, you're attracted to this person. Some of you may feel like this is your soulmate or higher level soul connection. Don't get caught up in the ideology of someone being your soulmate, twin flame, or whatever, and stay in a toxic or unhappy relationship. That's not what love is about, and it's not love. And that's not what Spirit wants for you. It says here, heeding the call. Like, if you feel like your intuition is telling you it's time, like it's time, this is enough. Yes, I'm afraid, but I'm miserable. Do it afraid. That's what I say. Do it afraid. Anxiety. Fear, anxiety, these are all normal feelings when you're in a relationship where you're absolutely miserable and unhappy, but you feel like you can't go. This is when your hair starts falling out, your skin starts breaking out, you can't think straight, you forget things, you can't remember what you did 2 days ago. All perfectly normal, and it's because you're now living in that fight or flight mode. And I feel like this reading is saying, let's fight. Let's fight for your freedom. Go down the rabbit hole of healing. Be fearless. And it's okay to be afraid. Do it afraid. You'll become fearless in that process of doing it afraid. All of a sudden you realize, okay, it's not that bad. Like, I'm not going to die, you know? What else, Spirit, about this reading? So you're in a relationship with a player. It says, charming, manipulative, karmic. So this is someone I feel like keeps you in a confused state of mind. This anxiety and the fear you feel works for the person you're in a relationship with. If this is your reading, it works for them, because that fear and anxiety keeps you from thinking clearly. It keeps you from taking that next step. You believe the lies, you fall for the manipulation, and I feel it like this sense of exhaustion, like you're just so tired. You're so tired you can't even think clearly. It's time for you to have your spiritual way. It's time for change. I love tarot and oracle and spirit and God simply because this gift is so amazing, because when you need the message, it comes, and here it is. It is time for change. And it is scary, and it will fill you with anxiety and pain, and you're crying and you don't know what to do. And you almost talk yourself into staying with someone who treats you like shit because you think, well, at least I still have them. No, that's not love. Some of you, I'm telling you, you've got to reach out for your friends. You've got to reach out to your family. You have to reach out to people you trust now. People you trust. And reach out to yourself. Reach out to your spirit team. Reach out to God. Reach out online for resources about healing from this, about how to leave a toxic relationship. Because what you have here is you have someone in your life who feels like every time you try to leave, they have something else that they promise. They have something, and they feel like they own you, and they feel like they are entitled to you, and they're entitled to your emotions, and they're not. There are resources I'm getting for you. This needs to be an ex. For some of you, this may be an in and out person. I feel like this is someone who's in your life and then they leave and then they come back, and like you can't even see straight with all the manipulation and gaslighting and lies. Third party, I knew it. There are some of you that there's even another energy in this mess, and you're still there. And this is common, right? Because you love someone and you feel like, especially if you believe this is your higher level soul connection, that you need to stay. Some of you might even feel guilty for leaving. And what I'm seeing here is Spirit saying it's time for change. And yes, it's going to be scary, but you're like the fish on the fish hook. And now you've been caught and you feel powerless, and this person that you're with has so much power over you. And that's because they're toxic. And that's because they're a liar and a cheater and a manipulator. And that's what these energies do. They keep you down. They keep you confused. They keep you tired. They keep you exhausted. They keep you emotionally just, destroyed, so that you can't choose you. And it's time to choose you. This is where you read between the lines. There's hidden meaning and signs you may be seeing. Some of you may be seeing angel numbers. You maybe just have this curiosity about the spiritual awakening, about healing, right? So when you see sign, oh, that couldn't be a sign for me. No, read between the lines. Your spirit team's trying to get in touch with you. If you're in a situation like this, where you have someone who's put so much fear and anxiety that you feel like you can't leave, there's messages coming through. You just have to see them. Again, I know that if this is your reading, like, you do love this person. Like, this is true, genuine love on your part, but it's not on theirs. It's not. And that's hard to hear, right? Someone that you've given so much time and effort, love and energy to. Home. You deserve a sanctuary. This card, I feel like, is saying that there is a home for you. You deserve a shelter. You deserve to be somewhere and with someone who feels safe, who feels like home. And there are people out there who feel like that, and they're operating on these higher vibrations. And if you heal and you go down this rabbit hole of healing and spiritual awakening, of learning about who you are and finding yourself again, you will find home. And home will feel safe and secure, and it won't feel like this, and you won't get cheated on, and you won't get lied to. And you will, when you go through a spiritual awakening and you raise your vibration and you're operating at this high frequency, this low frequency, low vibrational shit, you won't want anything to do with it. And that's when you find home, because home isn't here. Home is up there with God, right? That's your home. That's your safety net, is high vibrational energy, love. And this isn't love. Time for a breakup. It's time for a breakup, and set a date. It's almost like, come up with your strategy now. Commit to the healing journey and commit to getting out of there, and come up with a strategy. And it's really time to separate. And yes, it's going to be painful, but if you go down this rabbit hole of healing and spiritual awakening, and you learn about the different steps you're going to go through, and the stages of grief, you can get out of there. But let's just end with this card here, because I think this card is so beautiful, the butterfly. It's time for change. Change in home. Let's change where you feel like your sanctuary is, because it's not here. Your sanctuary is within you, and you can get the help and resources you need to get out of this, because it's time to go. Okay? And do it afraid. I hope you guys have an amazing, blessed day, and I'll see you later.